Hey, hi, hello there. Welcome to an episode of An Anthropologist Watches Glitter and Lasers, take 2. Somehow, when I recorded this last time, I muted the entire video. So I have this great video, and, well, I mean, I think it's great because everything I do is great, but there's no audio. There's just me talking. But we are going to rectify that right now because I wanted to react to a couple of Glitter and Lasers shorts. Probably I should get on her TikTok, but there's a few things on here that are basically, a lot of this is just Anna being Anna, which is fine. We've talked about Anna having a brand multiple times on here. Anna wanting to define that brand, again, fine. That's fine. I think a couple people have also talked about this in my comment section. It's not a phrase I should have a bingo card. And that needs to be one of the squares. A couple people have said this, or someone has said this in the comment section. All right, anyway. People have mentioned, and I have mentioned, that unlike Amber, who has like a parasocial relationship with her audience, where Amber views her audience as a member of her social circle, Anna doesn't really have that connection with her audience, and it comes out very frequently, and like how inauthentic her videos appear to be, and how like unapologetic she is towards her audience when they ask questions about her integrity. And also, she just doesn't seem to be very emotionally invested in her audience as she is invested in her own self-image, which is not necessarily bad. It's not necessarily good. It's just her tactic for survival on the internet. This is Anna's job. This is how Anna does her job. This is the way Anna wants to do her job. And we are just here for the ride. So this one is the most recent. I think there's like 5 of these I actually want to look at. So we're going to look at these as they come. They can only be a minute long because it's YouTube. So we might do something where we like watch it and then we'll talk about it, or I might end up pausing it. You know, I can take a 1-minute video and stretch it into a 10-minute video. So challenge accepted. All right, so this one is called Get Ready With Me for a Winter Run. Hashtag fitness journey, health journey, get ready with me, skincare, hair care. Cool.
I'm doing this, but today I'm getting ready to run in the freaking cold.
Cool.
Start by giving my face just like a really good wash.
I don't know why it bothers me so much that she doesn't put her hair back when she washes her face, but it does. Just put your hair back. It's a headband. It'll be fine.
Love this cleanser because it gets really foamy. And you know what?
Like, now your hair's all wet.
That makes my inner child happy.
I guess.
I use this Kate Somerville cream because it's really intensely moisturizing. And then I follow it with sunscreen. Pro tip I've noticed.
I love that this is Supergoop. Of course she buys Supergoop. She probably actually believes in the weirdness that is the Supergoop. Also, I really like her nails. I might actually look and see if I can't find this. But, yeah. CeraVe is good stuff. I don't have anything against it. I don't know who the other brand is because I don't buy shit that expensive. And same thing with Supergoop. I think it's CeraVe that has a sunscreen that's just as good as this one. Also, anything over SPF 30 is basically is wasted. So just, you know. As someone who's worked outside their entire life, trust me, you're going to have to reapply it anyway, so there's no point in having like SPF 100. Though, if you like applying thickened Elmer's glue to your skin, SPF 100 is straight up your alley.
Is that the unseen sunscreen from Supergroup? It also prevents my face from like getting chappy from the wind. Now the next trick I learned from my Finnish.
I mean, if you just don't want your face getting chapped, just put something on your face when you run. Why is that a hard concept for people?
Friend, and I protect my hair from like damage when it's cold by putting in some hair oil and then braiding it. Lastly, for deodorant, I use this Dove one for, well,
do I really need to watch you put deodorant on?
Obvious reasons, because I don't want to smell, but I also use it because it moisturizes my armpits so they don't get itchy.
Here's something I will never understand with the fat acceptance and the health at every size people. I don't need to see you in your underwear. Just do a transition like most of the TikTok girlies, or transitions out. Is that it? Do we have to watch you strip down to your skeevies and then put your clothes back on again? Like, is that required to be in fat acceptance and health at every size? Like, is that the thing now? I have to see you in your underwear. I don't want to see normal people in their underwear. Why do I want to see you?
Now for my outfit, I'm going to wear my Cotopaxi leggings because they're the thickest
Also, why do I want to sit here and watch you struggle putting on a pair of fucking stretch pants?
pair I have, and this half zip I have from Athleta, and I love it for cold weather because it has these like built-in mittens that I just think are so cool. And it's time to run.
I can't believe I'm
Okay, cool. Anyway, don't give a shit.
You're having a rough day, aren't you?
I am.
Here's what you're gonna do.
Okay.
You're gonna stand up straight. You're gonna put a smile on your face, and you're
gonna fake it until you feel better. Okay, let's do this.
gonna tell yourself that you're freaking amazing.
You are amazing.
You deserve nice things.
You deserve nice things.
You deserve to be treated well,
I deserve to be treated well.
and you're gonna have an amazing day.
I'm gonna have an amazing day.
So go out there and show them just what a freaking amazing human you are.
Okay. See, here's the thing. If you have to tell people how cool you are all the fucking time and how, like, amazing you are and all that good stuff, maybe some deeper self-reflection is the word I'm looking for, is in order. I will say, I think her hair looks great. I really do like her hair in this. Like, I wish kind of that my hair would curl like that, but it will not. It is not curly. I do not have curly hair.
You're having
Here's the other thing with Anna. Anna is constantly reminding her audience that she's human, that she has feelings, that she struggles, that she's... I don't know how else to put it. Anna is constantly reminding us of her vulnerability. And I'm not saying she isn't vulnerable or human or has emotions or that kind of stuff. I just feel like it's akin to basically shaming the audience, because she does get a lot, and she really only harps on this crap when she starts to get a lot of negative feedback, mainly usually around her behavior. And it's like she's shaming the audience for questioning her integrity. And the problem that Anna doesn't understand is if she was just more open and just more, like, honest with her audience, as opposed to constantly reminding us of how she's, like, this imperfect, flawed individual who's worthy of love and appreciation and admiration and the good things in life. Like, no one has ever said that she's not. I mean, maybe there have been a couple people, but the overall consensus is not that she's a terrible person who deserves to, like, wallow in mud for the rest of their lives. The majority of criticism I see and still continue to see about Anna is her lack of transparency and her lack of honesty with her audience. She still does not talk about her Wegovy and her Ozempic. She will not say them by name, including in the video where she was, her New Year's New Me video, where she was like, I guess I've just never mentioned it out loud that I've taken or am taking weight loss drugs. Yeah, and you still haven't. You still haven't said the name. You still haven't told us which one you're using. You still haven't told us how long you've been using it. I don't need to know the nitty gritty of it. But you're still not taking accountability here. You're just hand waving the fact that I've never mentioned it. I don't know why people are so mad about it. Anyway, kind of a situation. Like, but yet anytime she gets any kind of criticism, usually around her honesty and integrity, she pulls this crap. You're a good person. You deserve nice things. Honey, no one ever said you didn't. We just want you to be honest and quit basically lying by omission.
accessories.
Don't care. Okay. Nope. This is the one that I really want to talk about. And it's not because she's cooking. I'm happy she's cooking. She's mentioned that she sucks at it multiple times. This is the first time I can recall seeing her cook something. That doesn't mean it's the first time she ever has. It's just my first time seeing something. And honestly, she seems to nail it. And it actually looks like a recipe that I kind of want to try. Not a big pie crust fan, but I'm sure I can find something gluten-free. And yeah, so the cooking, I just want people to know going into this, the food itself is not the issue. It's everything she says while doing this video. It's absolutely mind-blowing to me.
This protein quiche taught me about self-care.
Also, make me a quiche that isn't a protein quiche. They're made out of eggs. They're mostly eggs. Every quiche ever. I'm almost positive that's what the word quiche means. How is a quiche anyway? I'm so stuck on that part. All right.
I used to think cooking was a waste of time because in a lot of ways I viewed taking care of myself as a waste of time. I have a lot on my plate and making myself a home cooked meal, well, it just seemed like a time suck, but it's not. I'm learning that caring for myself is a worthy use of time. I am worth the time it takes to cook a nutritious home cooked meal that I love. And if I take that time to nurture and nourish my body, I'm gonna feel better. And when I feel better, I'll have more energy to give others. Caring for the world also means caring for ourselves.
All right, let's start at the top.
That is just the way I like it.
Also, I feel like that bite was kind of fake. I'm not saying she didn't eat the quiche. I'm just saying she like took this shot so many times of her taking the first bite that bite's actually fake.
This protein quiche taught me about self-care.
I used to think cooking was a waste of time.
A lot of people feel like cooking's a waste of time. I'm not entirely sure why, but people do. Anything you cook at home is going to be better than something that you bought at the store. Period.
Because in a lot of ways, I viewed taking care of myself as a waste of time.
Here's where this, going back to Anna constantly reminding us, the audience, that she is worthy of care and love and good things. I don't know exactly which side of the fence I sit on here. Anna seems to have a very high self-opinion of herself, and that's fine. You can have a really high opinion of yourself and still have really low self-esteem, and I say that about Amber a lot too. So that could be what's going on here. Anna clearly thinks she's the frickin' bee's knees. But I'm beginning to think that she does have a lot of negative self-talk in her own life, because I can't imagine where else she's getting the negative talk from other than the comment section. I'm not saying her comment sections are not devoid of people being just in general jerks, because it's the internet, unfortunately. But I think Anna's a lot like Amber in that she dwells on the negative comments as opposed to the ton of positive comments that she gets. Keeping in mind, Anna also heavily curates her comment sections to the point where she'll actually, like, according to other people, she will, like, kick people if their comments don't align with whatever the hell she wants at the time. So I'm pretty sure I'm probably blocked as well. If I'm blocked, would I be able to watch her videos? I don't know.
I have a lot on my plate, and making myself a home cooked meal, well, it just seemed like a time suck.
Okay, first off, Anna has complete control over her schedule. Anna is her own boss. Anna works from home. I'm not trying to be a dick, but how busy can you possibly be? I effectively work 2 jobs. I still make time to cook. I still make time to clean. I still make time to go to the gym. Like, I make time for these things. And I'm making more time to cook because I'm trying to clean up my diet, which requires me to cook from home. I know, shocker. I have less control of my own time than Anna has of hers. Also, meal prepping is one of the #1 ways to make sure that you can eat well and have cooking not be a time suck. Like, what a negative What a negative view of cooking.
But it's not. I'm learning that caring for myself is a worthy use of time.
There are a couple things I do agree with her here. It's not that you have to be selfish in putting yourself first. You have to think of it this way. And she does mention this later on. If you don't have energy and you don't have your own health and you don't have your own mental clarity, you can't take care of other people. So if your goal in life is to take care of your family, take care of your kids, take care of your spouse, take care of a parent, take care of your pets to the best of your ability, you have to take time to take care of yourself, because it's like your car. If you never get the oil changed and you put the crappiest gas that isn't even the right octane in your car's going to break down, and you can't drive a car that doesn't work. You are the car in this metaphor. And if you want to be able to drive everybody around to all the places they need to go, which as a car, that's your only function, you have to take care of said car. And I guess in this situation, you're a sentient car that's capable of taking care of itself. So my metaphor's falling apart. Anyway.
Worth the time it takes to cook a nutritious home-cooked meal that I love.
And again, we're going back to Anna's apparent negative self-talk in this, like, I deserve to have this good thing. Like, obviously a nutritious home-cooked meal is the good thing. I deserve good things. Like in the very first video with her, or no, the second video with her talking to herself in the mirror. You deserve nice things. Again, no one has said that you don't. Where are you getting this message from? And why do you constantly have to be reminding us, the audience, that you, Anna, deserve good things? Where is this coming from, and what are you trying to do to your audience here?
And if I take that time to nurture and nourish my body, I'm going to feel better. And when I feel better, I'll have more energy to give others.
I agree with this. I don't think there's anything wrong with being selfish. I really don't. I think there's something wrong with being constantly self-absorbed. But I don't think there's anything wrong with cooking food that you like, or going places you want to go, or taking 20 to 30 minutes to soak in a bath. There's nothing wrong with any of that, as long as it's not the only thing that you do in life, I guess is my point.
Caring for the world also means caring for ourselves.
Like, I don't think you, the individual, need to care for the entire world. That's a lot, just putting it out there. As someone who has cared for ailing grandparents, ailing parents, ailing, not really siblings, but, you know, people who are close to me, it's a lot. I'm glad I was able to do it. You know, in the long term, I'm glad I was able to do it. In the moment, that's a lot, you guys. Now, make that the world. I would die. That's just too much. It's too much. It's too much for anybody. I swear to God.
That is just the way I like it.
It just doesn't look like a real bite to me. I mean, it's gotta be, right? Or maybe she's just got... Maybe she's just got all these little slices of quiche where she's only taken the one bite off of each little slice of quiche because she wants that, because it just, it's very, very, very rehearsed, which Anna's very, very, very rehearsed. I mean, it just didn't look real, you know? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That doesn't matter. I just really wanted to look over this one with you guys as an audience because it drove me nuts, this video, this particular short. The message that she has in this short drives me absolutely nuts. It's kind of like that comment that she had in her little Hallmark video where she was like, and Ashley ate cookies where there were no judgments and no one could tell her that she couldn't have the cookies. Oh, okay, Anna. That's an awful lot of aggression over cookies. Just, if you want to eat a cookie, eat a cookie. Just don't sit there and pretend like it's good for you. I mean, maybe it's good for your soul, but overall. And it's just this whole video, this whole like, I have to take care of myself. I'm special. I deserve good things. Me. I. And then to turn it around at the end, like her whole point here is to be like, people, you, the audience, should take time to take care of yourself. Look at me taking care of myself. Aren't I awesome? Like, this is part of her weird transition away from being just a fashion channel to also being like a health and fitness person. And you can make all the damn quiches you want. I will probably try to recreate this quiche because it looked damn good. But a quiche does not a health and fitness guru make. You know, I'm still not going to take health advice from Anna. Even the health advice of take care of yourself so you can take care of others. There are other people who will give me that same message where it will be so much more impactful because they look like people who take care of themselves. You understand? Like, the perception is really important. Also, I just don't buy it. It's very disingenuous. It's like that final bite. Maybe that's why I'm so fixated on that final bite there at the end where she's like, It's fake. It's so disingenuous and fake looking. And that's like the entire minute of this video. The whole thing is fake and disingenuous. And it's basically, it feels like she's just lecturing us, the audience, about how we need to let her do whatever because that's her way of self-care. Anyway, I'm starting to rant now. These two I do want to watch only for one particular thing that as an anthropologist, this shit bugs the fuck out of me. So first off, there's two videos here. This is the second one of the two where she's doing mobility moves inspired by Disney princesses. And these are clips that come out of these don't come out of, but these are the outfits that she put together in a longer video where she did Disney inspired workout videos, or workout outfits. I don't care. I'm stunned by the number of shoes she owns for the one thing. Like, she has a pair of trail running shoes. She has a pair of running indoors shoes. She has a pair of stretching shoes. She has a pair of recovery shoes. She has a pair of weightlifting shoes. She has a pair of walking around and shopping in shoes. How often are you changing your shoes while you're doing your workout? Anyway. This is her just showing off the different outfits she put together. Cool, fine, whatever. And then she's doing a mobility movement inspired by each Disney princess, which you go. However, she has two princesses that are non-white. And the moves that she chooses, the mobility moves that she chooses to go along with these two princesses versus the mobility moves that she chooses for all of the other princesses they rub me the wrong way. All right. Which one was this supposed to be? This was Cinderella, wasn't it? I think this was Cinderella. This is Sleeping Beauty. No, Snow White. This is Snow White. What do either of those two moves have to do with the princesses? I don't know. This is Jasmine. I know this because I've watched the video. This is Jasmine. Okay. What did we notice, boys and girls? Here's the second, or the first. This is technically the first one. This is Sleeping Beauty, and you only know that because she's yawning. Also, how are these mobility movements? I've never had to do mobility shit, so I don't know. Like, are these when you're trying to recover or retrain your mobility? Are these things that they teach you to do? Because when I think mobility, I think of things like yoga and that kind of stuff. And that's just because, like, that's where I'm at. I know that's not where everybody starts at. Anyway, that's just a side thing in my head. Anyway, this is Sleeping Beauty, obviously. this is Princess Tiara from The Frog Princess, I think is the name of the movie. I've never watched it. I know it exists. Just keep in mind, this is Princess Tiara, like the literal only African American princess. She thinks she looks like she's supposed to be in the yellow ball gown at the end of the movie, but she looks like a hot dog. I got nothing against hot dogs, but Disney princess, not so much. Oscar Mayer, nailed it. Okay, so to get onto my very high horse, give me a second. There we go. The movements that are associated with the non-white princesses are generic and have no real connection to any aspect of the ethnicity or heritage thereof of said princesses. I'm an anthropologist, you guys. This is what I do. I think way too deeply about shit. We got Princess Tiara. I think it's, or is it Tiana? It's Tiana, sorry. Princess Tiana. And we're twerking. The only African-American princess. And we're twerking. Or maybe she was doing some kind of like frog thing, but either way. And then we have Princess Jasmine. And the only movement we can come up with for Princess Jasmine is belly dancing. Which culturally doesn't even look like that in the real world. So, what are we doing here? Probably, I'm really overthinking this shit. I get that part, because I'm still blown away by the damn 6 pairs of shoes. She literally has a different pair of shoes for each one of these outfits, and I get it. She's like, you know, that's her thing. She owns like way too many clothes, but each pair of shoes had a specific purpose in life. I can't imagine having 6 pairs of sneakers just because each pair does something different. I have a pair of sneakers. This is the kind of person I am. I have a pair of sneakers. I do everything in them, workout wise. I'm nice enough not to wear them out on the trail. Like, that part I get. I get the trail running sneakers versus like the indoor working out shoes, because the outdoor shoes are going to get dirty and they're going to get crap in the tread, and they're going to get a lot rougher treatment than the indoor ones. I get that part. Everything else blows my mind. Anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to go over today. Specifically, I really wanted to harp on the cooking one. Not because she's cooking. I think it's great she's cooking. I think it's great she's learning to cook. Again, that quiche looked like something I would really like to try to make because it looked tasty. I would season it. It didn't look like she seasoned it at all, but I would season mine. But I'm that kind of guy. I know how seasonings work, but I'm so much better. And I just really wanted to talk about these 2 mobility movements. Like, are you real? Like, for really real? Like, you couldn't have thought of anything else? Anyway, if you have made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave a... I don't know, let's leave flowers. I need flowers. I need something springy in my comments section. So go ahead and leave flowers down in the comments section. Let me know what you guys think. Am I overthinking it? Am I underthinking it? Yada, yada, yada. And yeah, let me know about the mobility movement thing in general. Like, because again, when I think of it, I think of like yoga stuff, like the big yoga movements. But that's because, like, again, that's where I'm starting from. I know for some people, like, they gotta start small or smaller, or that's challenging. Like, let me know. I don't know. Never had to do it. So there you go. Flowers. Leave me comments. Tell me about your mobility stuff. And I will see everybody in the next one. Hopefully the audio worked. Bye.